parts of the human brain. Human embryo, forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain develops into the adult brain. Forebrain gives rise to the cerebrum, thalamus, hypothalamus, pineal bone. Midbrain gives rise to part of the brainstem. Consists of the midbrain, pons varolii, medulla oblongata. Hindbrain gives rise to cerebellum, pons varolii, medulla oblongata. Cerebrum. Cerebrum is the largest part of the human brain. Cerebrum is divided by deep cleft into right and left cerebral hemisphere. Superficial part of the cerebrum is composed of nerve cell bodies or grey matter. Deep layers consist of nerve fibers or white matter. Two cerebral hemispheres are connected by corpus callosum, which is a mass of white matter. Cerebral cortex show many forms to increase the surface area of the cerebrum. Cortex of each cerebral hemisphere is divided into 4 lobes: frontal lobe, temporal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe. Three main function areas of the cerebral cortex: sensory areas, associated areas, motor area. Sensory area, which receive and process sensory information, including perception of pain, temperature, touch, sight, hearing, taste, and smell. Association areas, which are responsible for recognition, interpretation of the sensory information, integration and processing of complex and mental functions. Complex mental functions such as the memory, intelligence, reasoning, judgment, emotions. Motor areas, which are responsible for directing skeletal muscle movement voluntarily through the initiation and control of voluntary muscle contraction. Thalamus, situated within the cerebral hemisphere just below the corpus callosum, consists of 2 masses comprising the grey and white matter. Functions: main input center of sensory information from special sense organs, sensory receptors in the skin and internal organs. This sensory information is sorted and directed to specific location of the cerebral cortex for further processing and perception. Relays and redistributes the nerve impulses from most parts of the brain to cerebral cortex. Hypothalamus, situated below and in front of the thalamus, immediately above the pituitary gland. Linked to the posterior lobe of the pituitary gland by nerve fibers. Linked to the anterior lobe by complex system of blood vessels. Functions of hypothalamus: regulates the body temperature, regulates thirst and water balance, regulates appetite, regulates sleep and wake cycle, control of autonomic nervous system, initiates fight or flight response, source for posterior pituitary hormones and releasing hormones that act on anterior pituitary. plays a role in sexual behaviors. Midbrain, upper part of the brainstem, situated between the cerebrum above, pons laterally below, surrounding the cerebrospinal fluid connection of the third and fourth ventricles. Contains aggregates of nerve cell bodies and nerve tracts, which connect the cerebrum with lower brain and spinal cord. Functions of midbrain: act as a relay station for ascending and descending nerve fibers. Receives and integrates sensory information, auditory and visual, sends it to particular regions of the forebrain. Coordinates the auditory and visual reflexes. Pons varolii, part of the brainstem located in front of the cerebellum, below the midbrain, above the medulla oblongata. Contains a nerve fiber that form bridge between the two hemispheres of the cerebellum. Nerve fibers passing between the higher levels of brain and the spinal cord. Group of nerve cell bodies in the pons varolii form centers that regulate respiration. Some nerve cell bodies in the pons act as relay stations. Functions of pons varolii: transfer information between PNS, peripheral nervous system, midbrain, forebrain. Coordinates a large-scale body movement such as climbing, running. Together with the medulla oblongata, helps regulate respiration. Medulla oblongata, lowest part of the brain, which extends from the pons varolii above, continues with the spinal cord below. Consists of cardiovascular center, respiratory center, reflex center. Functions of medulla oblongata: transfer information between the PNS, peripheral nervous system, midbrain, forebrain. Coordinates the large-scale body movements such as the climbing, running. Controls several autonomic homeostatic functions, including breathing, heart and blood vessel activities. Contains a respiratory center, cardiovascular center. Controls involuntary reflexes such as vomiting, swallowing, coughing, sneezing through reflex centers. Cerebellum, located behind the pons varolii, below the posterior portion of the cerebrum, made up of two hemispheres. Functions: coordinates voluntary muscular movements, maintain posture and balance, helps in learning and remembering motor skills,